I think he was honestly, joking, trolling, but that was a terrible joke and it was terrible trolling. I don't think he's a groomer.
I feel like a lot of people are not under the impression, don't understand what grooming is.
Akademiks groom people. I'm not using that fucking word. Fuck, nigga, where I'm from, we use pedophile and all that shit. We don't use no goddamn grooming. It's because that's a white little boy and a grown-ass black man. And all of a sudden, we talk about grooming. That wasn't no fucking grooming. Get the fuck out of here.
What's the definition of goddamn grooming? I need to see the definition of goddamn grooming, man.
And I think a lot of women understand what grooming is.
If y'all are streamers, if y'all, there was a time I did this too. If y'all are using your fans who might be underage to solicit OnlyFans girls, to DM people, or you're doing, we should all stop.
Hey, ain't that like a type of grooming? Like, what does that mean? Did he just admit that? I don't know. Is that legal or illegal?
Key takeaway, it is highly inappropriate and often illegal. It is illegal in New Jersey to engage in sexually explicit conversations with a 14-year-old. Authorities may investigate and prosecute such actions as part of their child protection laws.
Hold on. What's the definition of goddamn grooming? I need to see the definition of goddamn grooming, man.
I feel like a lot of people are not under the impression, don't understand what grooming is. And
he said that he has used his younger audience to get in contact with OnlyFans? No? Wait, why would you?
No, at first I didn't think it was grooming. All this grooming shit, I'm not using them words. We don't use them type words. And all of a sudden, we talk about grooming. That wasn't no fucking grooming. Get the fuck out of here.
I feel like a lot of people are not under the impression, don't understand what grooming is. And
He even admitted out his own mouth, if we was able to hear other things that he said in that Discord, then we would really be looking crazy. So he self-admitted that he done probably said worse than what he said in the Discord about the 15-year-old boy.
There was a time I did this too. If y'all are using your fans who might be underage to solicit OnlyFans girls, to DM people, or you're doing, we should all stop.
Everybody's stupid. The same way that somebody can cheat on you, creep on you, or make a love connection online, guess what? These predators can do the same thing. I feel like a lot of people are not under the impression, don't understand what grooming is. And I think a lot of women understand what grooming is because every woman has a story of a creepy older guy that tried to be a mentor, tried to help out, tried to do this, and they were literally trying to hit, or they were just being mad and inappropriate. I actually believe a lot of men may have that story too, but because of society, they are ashamed to say. Forget about whether something happened. They're ashamed to say, because in society, if a man tries to make a pass at you, people attack the man's manhood. Oh, why weren't you man enough? That they, if he was a real man, they wouldn't have tried it, which is not true. Predators always try. They try everybody. And when they find their prey, they lock in.
Where the fuck is the little boy parents, man? Everybody at fault in this shit. Akademiks, Black Boy Max, everybody on that panel, the little ass boy for even wanting to be up there, nigga. My kids know. When they hear grown voice.
What's up, y'all? I'm Camille. Welcome to my channel. This is not a video where I want to discuss academics. This is my background. While I was in the military, I ran the Office for Violence Prevention, which involved DV and sexual assault and all those things and how to prevent those things. And ever since this academic story came out, it's been driving me fucking crazy because there's so many people that are like, that's not grooming. That's not grooming. He was just joking. How the fuck do you think that grooming starts? It starts with those conversations. Now, I'm not going to go through all the steps of grooming, but the first couple of ones is to earn trust. That's the first step. Earn trust. And then the second one, after they've earned that trust, is to test people's boundaries slowly but surely. It's not something that happens just like that. It's something slow, little conversations. Hey, how do you feel about this? Wouldn't it be funny if this happened? So this guy, his name is King AK-47, and I'm not talking shit about him. He did finally realize what grooming actually meant. But in one of his videos, he tells this story about how he comes from the streets, and he talks exactly about grooming, about how normally the OG, and I know I don't look like it, but I did live in a neighborhood where there's a lot of gang activity. I was involved in a lot of things. I grew out of that, but I do understand what he's talking about. The OG of the gang is usually the older one, somebody that's like 24, 25, and then they have a bunch of young homeboys under them, all under the age of 18. And he himself, this man that said, the fuck grooming, we don't know what grooming is, he explained grooming himself, about how the big homie would be like, hey boy, let's get some drinks, hey, let's go out and do this, let's get some girls, and kind of show him the life. And then before you know it, he's holding a gun for that 25-year-old. Why? Because an older person knows that a younger person is gonna get less time for the same crime, so they bring in these young kids and groom them to make them comfortable with doing things, and they get them to do it. It isn't always a sexual result that they're going for. One thing that's really upset me about the fact that people don't understand what grooming is the fact that that means that they're not teaching their kids, and they're not aware of what grooming is when they're interacting with kids, and that's a fucking problem. Grooming is about control. Grooming is not always sexual. It's about control, what you can get another person to do. And as we have heard out of Akademiks' own damn mouth, which I think he was actually just dry snitching. I think that when he said that about getting minors to solicit women on OnlyFans, I think that he was actually threatening somebody else that he knows has done that. But he admitted that he did that too. That is grooming. He didn't want the kids for sexual activity. He wanted the kids to be able to do things for him. That's grooming. Another thing that I want to bring up is I've heard a lot of people on these here YouTubes talk about, where are the parents? Why aren't the parents involved? How are the parents letting the kids get online? Are you dumb? You must not have kids. Most parents that have kids work. They're not in the house all the time. And just to throw it out there, a lot of kids have fucked up ass parents. A lot of kids have alcoholic parents, have drug addict parents, have abusive parents, and they're looking for other adults to help them. They're looking for other adults to be a good influence in their life. They're looking for people to give them guidance on what the fuck to do. So to sit there and be like, where are the parents? How about you think about that child first? Because the kid might not have parents that actually give a fuck about them. All these people that are out there that don't take care of their fucking kids, those are the kids that predators prey on because they know they don't know no better and they don't have nobody looking out for them. Adults should be a safe place for kids, period. It makes me so sad and so mad in our community, our black community, that there's so many people out there that don't understand what the fuck this is. This man on here, and I'm not getting on him because, again, he corrected himself the next day, and we all learn and grow. He didn't understand what grooming was, and he admitted that. But he got upset.
It's because that's a white little boy and a grown-ass black man, and all of a sudden we talk about grooming. That wasn't no fucking grooming. Get the fuck out of here.
He got mad. He was yelling at the fact that somebody called this motherfucker a groomer, and then he tried to relate it to black and white. No, all kids are getting fucked with. All of them. This man said he has 5 kids. Bro, are you around to watch everything that your kids are doing? No, there are fucked up people out in this world, and that's what they do. They groom children. It isn't black, it isn't white, it isn't Asian, it isn't anything. There are fucked up ass people in the world that fuck with kids because they don't have control over the adult things in their life. So they fuck with kids, not just sexually. It makes me sad to know in our community, our black men don't understand what the fuck is going on. People talk about, I'm a protector. I'm a big protector. Well, this is part of being a protector, understanding what the fuck this is. Part of being a protector is not putting kids in fucked up situations where they have to answer these things. Look at all the fucking damage that Akademiks has caused. Look at all the damage one fucking man caused. That little kid was just looking to play a damn game. Now he's faced with all this bullshit. Look at LeBron James and his family. Believe me, that bothered his wife that Akademiks was talking that shit. There are people out in this world that do nothing but damage other people. We've got to stop brushing that shit over. We've got to call those things for what it is. If you do not think that Akademiks is a groomer, I would suggest that you go look up the definition of grooming. Get yourself educated. I'm very passionate about this because I have a little boy. I have a son. Now he's grown. My son's in his 20s. So I did go through, I remember once I let him play GTA and I had no idea what happened in GTA. And I finally was walking past his room one day and I saw like this hooker shit. This is my little 14-year-old boy. But I didn't know I was a full-time working mother that spent 12 hours a day in combat boots. I didn't have time to sit and watch what my son was doing. That's where we need to have these conversations where they can arm themselves just like that little boy Noor did. However, if we've got older black men going around not even understanding what the fuck grooming is to teach to their little boys, guess what the fuck is gonna keep happening? So for you to stick your head in the sand and to say, oh, that's not grooming, that's white people words. Nah, you are hurting our own damn community by not acknowledging what the fuck is going on. Anyway, I try to see the silver lining in any situation, good, bad, ugly, whatever. And the silver lining in this situation is the fact that these conversations are happening. Apparently, there's a lot of people in this world that didn't understand what grooming is that now are starting to understand what it means and what you need to do to protect children. There's a lot of people out there that heard what Akademiks said to that child and didn't think anything wrong about it. Those are the people that we need to correct. Those are the people that need to learn a fucking lesson. Protecting children is what it means to be a protector. It doesn't have to be your own kid. It can be some kid that you don't even know. But there are a lot of kids out in the world that are hurting, that are neglected, that are abused, that need other adults' help. They need other adults' guidance. And fucking DJ Akademiks is somebody that kid went to. He said they talked about, he was sad and they talked about his life and they sent him money and all this other shit. This was somebody that this kid was looking up to, and they put him in this fucked up ass situation that he didn't ask for. He just wanted to play video games. And then he tried to say, oh, well, he be talking shit too. He be jonesing us talking about, well, you don't have kids because girls don't want to fuck you, Akademiks. That's why you don't have kids. That's a good thing to joke on you about because you're a fucking dickhead. But you think that this kid, this 15-year-old kid joking around on you equates to you asking him about putting they thing in him? About him having a sex change and getting pregnant? That's not joking. That's sick. That's sick. I just want to talk about this one last thing too. Accountability. People are saying, oh, Akademiks needs to apologize. Fuck his apology. Apologies don't mean things when they're just words. They don't mean things when they're just words. He knows he's supposed to say these things, so he goes ahead and just does the little apology. Fuck your apology. He doesn't mean it. Accountability. He does not understand what accountability even looks like. He's just mimicking what he thinks that people want to hear. He's not sorry. He's sorry that he got caught. He's sorry that it was recorded. If you've never been in an abusive relationship, which I can say I haven't, again, this is my background, but if you have never been in an abusive relationship, or you hear women talking about being with this man that just fucked her mind up, what you are seeing with Akademiks, the way that he is handling this situation is exactly how abusers operate. It's how they talk. They just talk in circles. They don't actually mean anything. All they do is try to turn it back around on the person. So if you've never seen an abusive relationship, you are seeing one play out right in front of your face. This is exactly what an abusive man looks like. This is how an abusive man operates. And we know that Akademiks is an abusive man. We've seen it on film. So I don't feel bad calling him an abusive man, because he is. So if you never knew what it looked like, just take a look at Akademiks. If you never knew what it looked like to be in a relationship with a gaslighter, just take a look at how Akademiks is handling this situation, because that's exactly all he's doing. Talking in circles, blaming other people, getting mad at other people. He even got that when he was screaming and shit, he's mad at that Playboy kid and everybody else, and Kai Cenat and all them people for talking about him. That's exactly what Harvey Weinstein would do. He would threaten people with his money and his power, and that's why people kept their mouth shut. That's why Playboy Max, his little, oh, I just wish you would apologize. That's why he seemed like such a little bitch about how he responded to Akademiks. Cause nah, bruh. And then Akademiks turned right back around and put them tapes and stuff out about him. Why you trying to be friends with this dude? He talked about your fucking sister, but you still trying to be cool with this dude. That's a bitch. Sorry. Let somebody talk some shit about me and not check his ass. My little brother gonna get his ass whooped is what's gonna happen. I'm gonna whoop his ass for the person that was talking shit about me. Anyway, I know I only have 30 subscribers and probably only 2 of them are going to watch this video, but this, like I said, this is my background. Interpersonal violence and violence prevention is part of my background. I'm very extremely passionate about this, and I just needed to rant. So if you made it to the end of this video, thanks. Check out some of my other stuff. Okay, bye.